Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Chip packaging is as important, even more important than nanometer technology, because in nanometer technology you can reduce the size of the chip from 7 nanometer to 4 nanometer, 3 nanometer, 2 nanometer, and even not beyond that. But with chip packaging, what you can do, you can put all the system on the integrated circuit closer to each other, and you can pack even either horizontally or vertically to reduce the distance between different chips. So that is why this topic is very important to know. So in today's video, I will talk about what is chip packaging, what is the different architecture of chip packaging. Specifically, I will put focus on Intel chip packaging, that is the Foveros, and we talk about what is the Foveros chip packaging, what is the advantages of Foveros chip packaging. So stay tuned till the end of the video. Now, before progressing further, I would like to make a brief discussion on the chip packaging architecture. So there are 2D chip packaging, there are 2.5D chip packaging, and there are 3D chip packaging. As of now, these main three architectures are there. What is 2D chip packaging? 2D chip packaging is something where you have a single system on chip, and you can have different components inside the system on chip, and that is the only single die that you can make with this help of chip packaging. So the die is only one die, and you can have different components inside the same die. You can say it as a system on chip. And then what is 2.5D chip packaging? 2.5D chip packaging is also on the same line or same plane, 2D plane, but you can put multiple dies, more than one dies. You can put side by side facing with each other, and every die has their own functionality. They can have different sizes as well, and functionality also we can put different type of IPs, processors, and other type of chips side by side facing with each other. This is 2.5D. But what is 3D chip packaging? 3D chip packaging is the latest chip packaging technology, where you can put all the chips in the stack way, that is vertically you can put all the chips. Your top layer and the bottom layer is basically the package, and in between you can put different type of chip and different sizes of chip. It is a heterogeneous chip packaging architecture. Type of chip, you can put processor, you can put memory, you can put any kind of IP chip inside this 3D packaging. So these are the primarily three different type of architecture in chip packaging. Now coming to Intel chip packaging. Intel has EMIB chip packaging, Intel has Foveros chip packaging. For EMIB chip packaging, that is I have already explained in another video, but I will compare with Foveros chip packaging. So first jump into the Foveros chip packaging. In Foveros chip packaging, it can have 2.5D or 3D chip packaging. So Foveros 2.5D chip packaging, as I told before also, you can have multiple chips, but on the same plane. So multiple chip, more than one chip, you can put on the base die. So base die, you have a package, and then you have a base die, and on top of it, you can have chip 1 and then chip 2, chip 3, chip 4. So these chips are connected to the base die, and base die is basically connected to the package. The base die is basically your passive die, that is also called silicon interposer, and then on top of it you can have active die. This type of chips you can have processors, memories, you can have FPGAs, you can have all other different type of IPs. So in summary, you can have active die, that is active chip, on top of a basic die, and then beneath that you can have some package layer that is mounted on small balls. And then coming to Foveros 3D packaging. Foveros 3D packaging is basically you can have multiple chips one after another, you can stack multiple chips one after another. You can have different sizes of chip, you can have different types of chip. You can have any kind of IP chip. It can be Intel chip, it can be any third-party chip, but you can package them in a 3D structure. That's why it's called Foveros 3D. So Foveros 2.5D and Foveros 3D. Foveros chip technology has came, I think, in the year 2019, and then it has made different kind of evolution beyond that, and now the latest one is basically Foveros 3D technology. Now, how it is different from the EMIB technology? EMIB technology does not have any silicon interposer, but it is connected through the small channels, and there is no base die kind of things. But in Foveros, you can have silicon interposer, that is your base die, and this is connected through TSV connection, through silicon vias. That is the main difference between EMIB and the Foveros chip technology. Now, what is the benefit or the importance of Foveros technology? First of all, it is a 3D stacking. That means you can have minimum area where you can put as many chips possible in the same package. Secondly, it is a heterogeneous chip architecture where you can put different sizes and different type of chips. You can put any kind of IP chip inside this, and it can be inside the organization chip. That means Intel can put their own chip processor, or it can combine it with some third-party chip as well. Thirdly, third advantage is basically it is basically very I would say the latency is very less. It is very fast, and it has a large bandwidth for that. So that's why it is being used in the Intel latest chip technology, Clearwater Forest, using these Foveros Direct technology. And also beyond that, Intel is also preparing for 18A technology that is basically also coming up. They are also thinking of improving this Foveros Direct technology beyond that, and they can use that in the 18A technology. So just to make a summary, in today's video I talked about what is chip packaging, why it is very important nowadays, what is the different type of architecture of chip packaging. I told about 2D, 2.5D and 3D chip packaging, and then I have also discussed about what is Foveros technology and how different type of Foveros technology, 2.5D, 3D technology, and how it is different from the EMIB technology. But remember, TSMC also has a good chip packaging solution in the form of 3D IC, which is comparing to Foveros 3D. But in some other videos, I will discuss about these. So I think that's it for today's video. Wait for my next video to come. Till then, Subhasish Chakraborti signing off.